So, time to be had. And this man could well find it out. Benoit Coulanges on that big Scott Gambler. One of the biggest men in the elite men's field, if not the biggest. And he's been looking more and more comfortable on that bike, Mark, and does steep and technical better than anyone else. Look at that.
The bike looks great, doesn't it? Did exactly what he wanted it to do.
Whatever it is, they've turned the corner with that, Scott, haven't they? Because last year they seemed to all be battling to get to grips on it. Goes off the edge of the road gap. Coulanges was 4.3 seconds in the lead.
No.
And he'll have to re-enter the track where he left it. Benoit Coulanges rode off the side of the road gap.
I think I spoke about that, like how tight it is onto that, and it feels really narrow, that like boardwalk step down. Have a look at this, look.
Oh, he knew it, Mark. He knew he wasn't going to get it straightened up about halfway across it.
No, his entry speed was so high onto that. It's full commitment because it's high.
For Frameworks Racing, Vermette, the winner at round one at his debut elite level UCI Downhill World Cup. He's been in the wars since then, but wants to get things back underway in Lenzerheide.
Oh my God, he got his money's worth out of that right-hander there. Did you see that third turn?
Absolutely superb start to a run from Vermette. And it's crucial, Mark, isn't it, as much mentally those first few corners just to set you off on a run.
Absolutely, you can't warm into it. I can't emphasize enough how aggressive these guys are going, like their intensity of comfort. They'll be right on their limit here because they know that the margins are so fine this afternoon.
What's it going to say at the split for Asa Vermette? He's faster by half a second now. This is all about building from here on in for Asa Vermette. Down through this steep section now. Asa Vermette on the frameworks, at his work.
It's really nice. Look how precise he is here.
He's a big rider, but he uses his body so well and nails that. 1.3 seconds faster now. Vermette building in confidence and speed as the run goes on. Really nicely done through there, no dramas whatsoever.
Oh my goodness, that's inch perfect through there. How much momentum he carried in the end of the left over the brow.
Big pull on the way through there, gets a second little gap in the middle of it.
Perfect again.
Mark, that'll be worth a load of time when we get to the next split if he can hold the tiller straight till then.
And that's another gap into that left-hander that he just linked it up really nicely.
Let's get a visual on it. 3.7 seconds faster. We knew that this one was going to come alive in this mid-section of riders, and it is, so big pull across there as well.
Nice little gap there that he was just a little bit offline to run wide.
The speed he came over that gap at. Asa Vermette on his way to the hot seat here in Lenzerheide. Are we looking at a potential race-winning run from Asa Vermette? Crosses the line and goes 4.1 seconds faster with a 2:47.5 underneath the qualifying time of Ryan Pinkerton from yesterday. Up against it, the reigning UCI Downhill World Cup overall champion, the reigning UCI Downhill World Champion, Jackson Goldstone, needs a result in 2026, and that was really nicely done through that chicane.
Yeah, there was no lack of confidence in that second right-hander where he came unstuck in Q1. It looks to be a fantastic start for Jackson Goldstone.
Goldstone, a 26th at round one, a DSQ didn't make it through in the finals at round two.
That was really fast, that left into this rough camber.
11th in Leogang, needs to get his season off and running. 7 times a UCI Downhill World Cup winner, already in such a young elite level career. He's a 10th of a second behind Asa Vermette. This just shows how stacked Q2 was last week, but almost got sent off the front of the bike there, managed to hold it together.
It hung up bad on something and pitched up his way over the front.
Lights turn red now by just over half a second for Jackson Goldstone, but he's right there.
He needs to nail this corner speed on this last berm and the 2 flat chicane.
As good a race run as we've seen so far in 2026 from the Santa Cruz Syndicates. Jackson Goldstone, the UCI Downhill World Cup overall title holder, crosses the line and goes second fastest by 600ths of a second. Steve Peat looking on. Jackson Goldstone's wait for a win continues in 2026. And here you get the feeling this might just be one of the big moments of this season. Amaury Pierron with the #1 board of the UCI Downhill World Cup overall points leader, leaves the start hop in Lenzerheide at a track he has had some big, big results on in the past.
Last year's winner, I think he'll be keen to repeat that feat again this year. And look at the speed he carries in that left-hander into this camber, skips across like there's nothing there.
Huge. 3 times a winner here, in fact. 25, 22, 2019. Can he make it 4?
Carries great speed out of that.
Half a second faster on Ace of Vermette. Pedals across the gap. Just needs to bring that Pierron intensity to this run like he always does. Hit all his marks, goes really wide there.
You see how he opened that up, got high.
Oh, flew through there, 0.6 of a second, all that for a 1/10 of a second, but Pierron will welcome it. Maximum Pierron goes inside there.
Oh, what? Like almost a meter to the right further than we've seen anyone else go. We haven't seen anyone else ride there yet.
I mean, it looks so much smoother as well, actually, on the way through it. Pierron finding lines that no one else has spotted. 0.7 of a second. He's been green the whole way down. Wants to get the bike to the line as fast as he can now to get this deal done. Pierron takes flight over the bridge for the last time. Nose heavy in that turn, gets away with it. Has to have it 2 digs at that right-hander down towards the line. Is this going to be the fastest time of the day? Amaury Pierron goes into the hot seat by 0.7 of a second ahead of Ace of Vermette, and we have a bike race on our hands. Craik for Scott, Downhill Factory roared out in the gate. I mean, what a run he had in Leogang. Almost comes off the bike in the second corner, Mark.
I was just about to say, he doubled into the second corner, which everyone else has been taking the wide line and rolling round. It almost lost it. He had another little bobble into this camber. He needs to compose himself now.
Throwing absolutely everything in this one. 6th last time out in Leogang, Ethan Craik, and the confidence is growing really nicely done. Really aggressive through there from Craik.
Yeah, that was great through there. And look, he's straight on the pedals across this little transition.
I mean, I feel like our word of the day has been intensity. This man's got it in wheelbarrow fulls. 0.4 of a second hot on the heels.
Somebody's going to really have to be on the edge, on the limit, everywhere. It seems, oh, he doubled that really nice.
1.6, he's only lost 1/10 of a second, and there goes super deep off that. So Ethan Craik carrying a load of speed over the bridge. That's just a couple of corners to go. Is this as close as anyone's going to come to that top 3 hot seat? Here comes Ethan Craik over the line, goes 4th, 1.1 seconds back. The top 3 remain locked in still. Then Iles won from Q2 in Leogang. Can he win from Q1 here in Lenzerheide? He sets off and mounts his run. Really, really strong for those first few corners, Mark.
Oh, you can't argue with that start, can you? Look how he just manhandles that thing and whips it round those turns.
And we have a theory that he left time on the table in that qualifying session yesterday that got him into this top 3 to go after him. So Finn Iles, if he can put the perfect run here top to bottom, it might be enough. And at a 1,400-day wait for his 2nd World Cup victory last weekend.
That gap he just did out of that left-hander, he carried loads of speed. Look at him on the pedals right now.
Absolutely throwing everything in that especially almost sideways off that. And he's faster. The light turns green in what feels like a fortnight. And he'll know Specialized will have plenty of information flowing up the hill to him of where everyone else has fallen short. He knows he's having to get a move on here. Tanny Seagrave watching on the bottom. The light goes green by a second. Seagrave likes it.
Oh, look at the speed around that right-hand berm. And again, little pedal. Up, over, work, trying to pump the ground, carry as much momentum as he can, straight down the rough.
Really, really nice, Finn Iles, not overcomplicating things, just going faster than everybody else at the minute. Can he make it 3 career wins here in Lenzerheide?
He's got so much confidence in that bike that it's just going to stick.
Right out to the edge of that wooden feature, 0.6 of a second, absolutely smashes that corner on his way through it. Look at the Whoop Live, 170 beats per minute. He's still got revs to play with here in the amber. Gets down really, really low on the bike, turns really, really tightly.
That was great through there. There was nothing wrong with that. It was perfect. Gaps across. Look at the bike, so settled. Nails that right-hander.
Oh my goodness, it tracked the ground beautifully through there. Finn Iles so key in the development. 5 years they've been working on this bike, now on the production one. He won on the prototype back in 2022. He won on the finished bike. last weekend. He's still half a second towards another win on it here this afternoon.
He's got it. He needs to nail these last 2 turns.
Finn Iles in the lead by half a second in the final split. 1 quarter to go, and then it's just a big drop, goes all the way out to the apex marker. It's going to be a change in lead of the race with only 1 rider left on top of the hill. Finn Iles goes fastest in Lenzerheide by 0.4 of a second. What a run from Finn Iles. There's his compatriot, Jackson Goldstone, off the hot seat. 4th in Leogang and Latuile last season. Trek Unbroken need to get their season turned around. They'd love their talismanic Kiwi to help them do it. But he's got a tall order if he's going to beat that time of Finn Iles, hasn't he?
Oh, he's got to bring the best that we've seen of him in recent times if he's going to challenge Finn for that. Paul's big there. I think there's a little landing that they're trying to get onto.
It's a big distance out that to get over to. Because that corner before it, yeah, you can absolutely smash it, but you can lose time in doing so. Threads the needle.
Yeah, that's interesting that he's choosing to thread the needle. Oh, has he got a flat? The wheels
That's
come
the
off.
wheel gone.
The tyres come off, sorry.
Tyres come off. Lucky Stevens-McNab looks down. That's all she wrote.
That's how she goes.
How's that for finishing it out? Had a crash out of the Star Hut last season. Gets a bit further this year, but this is big pressure, Mark.
Yeah, it's big pressure, especially being in this position for the first time. It's hard, it's weird. It's busy at the top. Obviously, he's there on his own. That's a different thing. I hope he can just stay in his mindset, focus on what he's got to do, and deliver a really good run, regardless of if he wins the race.
US national champion on course then. Last rider on the hill. Finn Iles, Amaury Pierron, Iles Vermette, your top 3 as it stands. Ryan Pinkerton, 1.3 seconds back though already. A lot of work to do ahead of him. Aaron Gwynn and Greg Menard won 2 rounds each. What a season that was as well. Pinkerton, though, 2.7 back. It's not coming together for him.
No, he just caught in that hole of that left-hander there.
And Mark, this is a part of the track where he would need to be up if he was going to make an inroad in that time of Iles. So all of a sudden, Finn Iles looking like he might do 2 in 2 weekends.
Yeah, 2 in 2. And Ryan will have to wait for his first maiden win.
Pinkerton has a lot of track in front of him, but it's getting smaller and smaller. The next split, 3 seconds back. As he heads round the left-hander, he's not done much wrong, Mark, but he just hasn't had that pace.
No, it's just not been aggressive from the start, has it? He's not had the pace to match Finn, to match Amaury.
Take nothing away from him. An absolutely superb qualifying session. Pinkerton comes down in 11th, 3 seconds slower than your race winner. It's 2 weekends, 2 wins for Finn Iles in Specialized Gravity. The Canadian gets another one, and he does so in Switzerland. What a bit of form that man is in at the minute. Finn Iles, tell you, they're missing Loic Bruni. Finn Iles, Jordan Williams stepping in and keeping the big red S at the top of the sheets. Look at what it means. Laurent Delorme, we heard him describe Finn earlier on in the show as this, like his 4th son.
It feels incredible. This is the kind of thing you dream of. I was really hoping to take momentum from last weekend, and I came here and I felt good from day one. The boys have been working really hard all week, and we knew that we had a really fast bike. And today, leading up to finals, I think I slept for like 3 hours. I was just like sleeping. And as soon as I got into the warm-up, I was like, it's game time. And I knew I felt good as soon as I came out of the gate. And from there, I just needed to focus on what I was doing. It was dialed. I can't believe it.
It's a calculated aggression, especially down there, because the parameters are so fine, the margins are so fine. But what a ride, what a ride.
Iles, Pierron, Vermette, Goldstone, Craik, your top 5. Even Craik up inside the top 5. Jordan Williams, Vergier, Brosnan, Shaw, all are in the top 10. Ryan Pinkerton, fastest qualifier in 11th.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great points haul. He's within 40 points of the overall lead. He's right where he needs to be. And you know he'll go away and work in this break and come back for Latuile better prepared, better head on his shoulders, done his homework. And you know, it's going to be a great season.
Finn Iles, victorious in Lenzerheide, just as he was in Leogang last weekend. He believes now, and if he didn't, that'll help him. Taking the overall points lead from Amaury Pierron at a track Pierron's won at 3 times before. 41 points the distance now. Ace of Vermette, 186 back